What's up, guys? Welcome back. Or it's your first time here, welcome. So I was just sitting in my makeup room like 5 minutes ago trying to think of what to film today, and I really didn't have any inspiration until I got this like really weird creative jolt of energy, and I was like, you know what? I have not gone out of my comfort zone or done anything more creative with my makeup in what feels like years. It's really funny because I feel like when I first started doing YouTube and doing all this like makeup stuff, I used to be a little bit more creative when it came to my makeup. If you actually scroll back on my Instagram, you can totally see that, even like my past tutorials. And I feel like the direction of my channel has been going in more of like a natural makeup direction, which is totally fine because that is sort of how I've evolved also. Like I feel like I'm way more into natural makeup and it's just sort of what I'm most comfortable with. It's what I do the most. But I think with that, it's sort of like stifled my makeup creativity a little bit. So today I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I really want to do a full glam makeup look. I want to really focus on technique. I want to do something that I just haven't done in a while. I just feel creative right now and I really want to like nurture that creativity. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy watching me, you know, try something new. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I don't know if this is going to be a great makeup look or a terrible makeup look. If this goes well, I would absolutely love to do more. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So without further ado, let's start putting this makeup on my face. So I'm first going to go into the primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Free Base. I wanted to use more of a white primer to really make all of the colors that we're putting on the face today pop. So for my palette today, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, at least for now. So I'm just going to go into a fluffy brush. This is my Morphe M504, and I'm going to go into the shade Golden Ochre right over here, and I'm gonna use this as our first transition shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna start to buff this above the crease, and like I said, this is gonna be our first transition shade with really blended looks like this. You can't be shy with the amount of eyeshadows that you use because I find the more eyeshadows you layer, just the better and the more seamless your blend will look. So next I'm gonna go into Raw Sienna, and this one is just a little bit darker than Golden Ochre, and I'm gonna just put that right underneath Golden Ochre, but still letting that peek through, just to start to add very slowly a little bit of depth. And I'm also going to start to like create that shape that I want with this look. I'm really gonna flick this out way further than I would ever normally flick it out because we are trying something new today. So I'm really making that like curved shape right at that outer corner. I feel like another reason why I stopped doing more creative looks on my channel is because I always felt like I just wasn't good enough to do them. Like I never really felt super confident doing these types of looks, and just seeing like other people doing such an amazing job, I would always compare myself and just not think that I was really good enough to do them, which is why I definitely also gravitate more towards like minimal makeup looks. It's just like intimidating, right? I do miss though just having a bit more fun with my makeup, because at the end of the day, it's really not that serious. So now I'm going to go into the shade Real Girl, which is that beautiful burnt orange from the palette, on the same blending brush. And again, I'm just going to pinpoint this a little bit more into my crease. At this point, since we are doing a cut crease, you don't have to really worry about getting eyeshadow on your eyelid because we're going to just end up cleaning it up anyway. That's my favorite way to do a cut crease. I used to just try and just do a really, really precise job and it would never work. I'm going to show you guys how to really easily get a cut crease, but it will literally change your life if you don't know about this technique. So for now, you don't really want to worry too much about like making it look messy. You just really want to focus on creating depth, and then we will worry about like the clean, crisp line a little bit later. So now I'm going to go into a way more precise brush. I'm going to use a little pencil brush. This one's from Sigma. It's the E30, and I'm going to go into probably one of my favorite shades in this whole entire palette, which is Love Letter. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous deep raspberry. And I think I'm actually going to mix it a bit with red ochre just to sort of pull out a little bit more of those like red tones. Really pinpoint this directly into that crease. That's why I'm using a pencil brush, because I don't want the color to go everywhere. I want it to stay pretty concentrated. So I'm sort of just lightly sketching out that line. And then going back with the last brush that I used and blending out the edge. So now I'm gonna go into a very small and precise detail brush. This is the Sigma Flat Definer E15. And I'm going to mix Love Letter with Cypress Umber, which is the deepest shade in the palette. And I'm going to use this to really define that crease. Again, don't worry if things are looking messy in the slightest because we're going to clean things up. So now I'm going to jump into the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and I'm going to take that orange shade right in the middle on my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to sort of run this along the upper crease area to add a little bit of that like orange shadow there, because I feel like we sort of lost color in that area and I want to make sure that it's still popping. Much better. It's time to switch things up a little bit. I'm actually going to go into some purples because I feel like purple will actually really complement the colors that we have in the crease right now. So I'm going to go into the shade Aubergine from Anastasia. This is one of their single eyeshadows. And I'm just going to pat this right on that outer corner of my eye. I'm just making sure that when I apply this on the outer corner, that I'm bringing it down towards the middle of my lash line so I create that angle, and that angle is really going to help in making my eye look very like cat-like and pulled out. So now I'm going to take this light purple shade. This is actually the same purple shade that's in the Modern Renaissance. I just have the single version right here. It's the Bon Fresco shade. Buff out the edges of the purple just right where it meets the lid, so that it's not too harsh. You see how that blends it just really slightly? That's exactly what you want. Just sort of like buffing it right in that area. And that makes all the difference. Now I'm gonna take one of my favorite Anastasia shades. This is Beauty Mark. It's a beautiful like deep purpley brown. And on my little pencil brush, I'm gonna put this right on that outer corner to deepen things up and make it look really nice and dimensional. So this is the point in the makeup look where you just like think about why you even started to begin with. I'm here to say just keep on keeping on, because normally that happens. I mean, it's happened to me at this very moment. So I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Now I'm going to actually do that trick that I was telling you guys about at the beginning, and that is creating that really clean cut crease line. So I'm gonna take my concealer. I'm just gonna take this Tarte Shape Tape, put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a very detailed synthetic flat brush. This one is from Smith. It's the 302, one of my favorites for this type of trick. And you want to load up a little bit of concealer onto that brush on both sides, and you actually want to carve out that cut crease with the brush. And this is when the magic happens. So you sort of just want to clean everything up that's fallen down onto the lid with that concealer. And I'm only going to do this about halfway. I'll stop about right there. Now that we have that concealer down, I still want to make that transition between the purple and that concealer shade. It's a little bit smoother, so I'm going into Bon Fresco just a little bit more. And again, just like touching that up so that that blend still looks nice and smooth. But I want to keep that top edge nice and crisp. I guess it's turned from like a warm look into more of a purple look. Or maybe a little bit of both. I'm not really sure anymore. Things are looking a lot better, and I feel a lot better now. When you really want to deepen things up, you can never go wrong with just a little bit of black, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Noir from Anastasia. You can also take Corrupt from Makeup Geek, whatever matte black eyeshadow you have, on my pencil brush. And I'm taking like the smallest amount, like very small amount, and I'm going to just very lightly dab this right on that outer corner. So I really want to keep the lid matte, so I'm just going to go into Blanc. This is also from Anastasia. And I'm just basically just going to put this on my lid where the concealer is. So I'm just going to go off camera and do my winged eyeliner because there's just no way I can do it on camera, so I won't be right back. Are these wings perfect? Absolutely not. Are they good enough? Yeah. Okay, it is time to move on to some glitter. I really wanted to put a little bit of like a glitter accent in the cut crease area. So I have these Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter eyeliners, and I'm not sure which one I want to use. I don't know if I want to use the dark one or the light one. I feel like probably the dark one. Yeah? Do you agree? These are the times that I really wish you guys could actually answer me through the camera. Okay, I'm gonna take the dark one. I think this is in the shade Punk Rock, and it's a really cool like purple, and it's also like multi-dimensional glitter in here. So I'm going to just put this like on the line of the cut crease. Add a little bit of something extra. Oh my God, this just like brings it to a whole nother level. Look how freaking gorgeous that glitter is. Oh my God, 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 I love it. Glitter just has the potential to revive the soul sometimes. I don't know what it is. I love it. I'm just gonna have to like stay like this for the next 30 seconds until it dries so that it doesn't transfer. I am sick of doing my eyes right now. So let's move on to the rest of the face because I need to give them a break. So let's do the foundation, shall we? I actually have already primed my skin. I moisturized it, and I think that's just fine for today. So I'm going to go in straight away to my foundation. This is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in number 4. The Luminous Silk is a really nice medium to full coverage foundation, and I thought that would be perfect for a look like this because it's full coverage, but it still has a really nice natural finish to it. Like, it doesn't look too overly heavy, and I find that especially if I'm doing something a little bit more dramatic on the eyes, I like to keep the skin looking a little bit more fresh no matter what, because I just think it almost calms down the look a little bit and makes everything a little bit more wearable in a way. I need to just put glitter in my crease every single day of my life if this is how happy it makes me. So now I'm going to put on my concealer. Today I'm using Light Sand in the Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape. By the way, I just want to say that I have been doing my eye makeup for over an hour. I just want to put that out there because I know that obviously I'm going to be editing this so that you don't have to watch me apply eyeshadow for over an hour. But that shit took me far too long. I think that's another reason why I just don't do creative tutorials anymore. It's because I don't have the time. They take so long to do. It's crazy. Especially like precise crease work. Oh my goodness. You can't compare it to just like popping some mascara on the lashes, maybe a winged eyeliner and calling it a day. That's like max 10 minutes. We are going to powder just a little bit. I just want to set my under eyes, and I actually have this new powder here that I want to try out. It's from a brand called Nude by Nature, which I've never even heard about, but they sent me some of their products. I'm really interested in trying out this powder. So I'm just going to take the same sponge that I was using, grab a little bit of the powder, and I'm just going to pop this underneath my eyes. It looks like very airbrush on the skin. I like. So we might as well finish off the eyes. Let's do it. You know what? Instead of doing purple on the lower lash line, I sort of want to do Love Letter, which is that like purpley pink, just to, you know, switch things up a little bit. We are going out of the comfort zone today. So I'm just going to take this small little Morphe brush. It's the G15. And I'm going to press this along my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take a bit of Beauty Mark on a small little brush, and I'm just going to press that right up against my lash line just to create definition there. And I'm also going to line my waterline with a little bit of black. I'm just taking this NARS eyeliner. Obviously use whatever black eyeliner you have on hand. This is just the first one I grabbed. So just to save some time, just because I know this video is going to be long AF, I'm going to do my lashes, and I'm also going to do my brows off camera, so I'll be right back and we will finish off the rest of the face. Finally. So before I forget, I'm just going to take this Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter in Molten Rose Gold. This is a gorgeous, like, glowy, pinkish highlighter. And I'm going to use this for my inner corner and brow bone highlight, just to add a little bit of glow. And I think it'll be fun since it is a little bit on the pinkier side, so it goes with the whole vibe of the look that we've got going on. Eyes are officially done an hour and a half later. Okay, so it's time to bronze and contour and do all of that. So I'm just gonna take the Sweet Tea bronzer from Too Faced and just use this to bronze up my face a little bit. I swear bronzer just ties everything together. It is by far my favorite makeup product. Okay, I am going to contour, of course. So I'm gonna take my Cover FX. This is the bronzer in Suntan. It's a really nice cool toned shade. So I'm just gonna contour slightly heavier than I normally do. Because why not? I'm doing it. I'm contouring my nose. I almost never contour my nose because I just don't think it ever looks good when I do it. I feel like I don't have a contourable nose, which exists. I get asked all the time why I don't do it, and I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm just gonna very lightly contour, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna like shade a little bit on both sides. I don't usually use a brush that's this big, but I can't find a clean one. So that's good enough. So for my blush today, I want to do something like pinky and cool tones. So I'm just going to take Head Over Heels from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. For my highlighter, going back into the Molten Rose Gold from Maybelline. This is like my new favorite highlighter. I used it in my Get Ready With Me when I was in New York, and I can't stop using it. It's so freaking beautiful. And this brush, by the way, is from Fenty. Last but not least, let's finish this look off with the lips. I still want to do something nude. I was going to do something really like crazy and with like a really dark, deep purple, but I felt like that would just be overboard. And I still want this to be like a really beautiful look that I still feel comfortable with. And I'm sure a lot of you guys would probably agree. So I'm going to take this Pixie liquid lipstick in matte beige. I've actually never tried this before. Don't even know what this color looks like. So let's hope for the best. Ooh, it smells really fruity. Oh my god, that smells so good. So guys, we are done. This is what the finished look looks like. I really love this. It's still like in the vein of what I like to do. It's not like crazy over the top, but it's just a little bit different than, you know, the average smoky eye than I do on a day-to-day basis. I think my favorite part of this look is definitely that glitter in the crease. Oh man, I really wish you guys be able to like see it more because I feel like the camera's not picking it up, but just trust me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching me get a little bit more glam than what I normally do. It was really fun for me just to, you know, play with makeup today and have some fun. And I hope that maybe you got a little bit inspired to go out of your comfort zone. And if you do, and if you end up recreating a look, please send me a picture on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. I would really, really love to see. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and would like to see me do more of these, like just full-on glam makeup tutorials, watch me try new things, and of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So that's it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.